All right, so we're starting off with cables because it's the most versatile way to hit that lateral head. And I'm going to go over three of my favorite variations, so no matter how bad you are at following directions, you're definitely going to connect with one of these. But the premise is pretty much the same. We're looking at ways to rotate that wrist, pronate that palm down, and make that lateral head dominate the movement. So we're starting off with partials at the bottom of the movement, really focusing on that rotation and keeping this light. So we don't want those traps to jump in, 20, 30 reps. But this isn't a limited exercise. You can use it as a primer. You can use it as a finisher. Either way, it's going to ruin your life. Start out by making a poor man's preacher curl. Just making a fist, locking underneath that tricep, and this is going to allow you to flex that tricep the way I think you're supposed to, which is not away, but actively pull towards your body. And more importantly, you're going to be fighting that rotation already. So it's a lot easier to rotate that wrist and then rotate that shoulder and drive all that force into that outer head. Now, if you had trouble connecting with the last two, that's all right, and we'll get through this. All we have to do is put that shoulder in the position, and then all we have to do from there is flex straight down. So standing perpendicular to the machine, flare that elbow out, and then from there it's just a straight flex down. If you want a little bit more emphasis, just pronate that hand a little bit more at the top. Another movement I love to really build up those horseshoe triceps is skull crushers. Now, it's a little counterintuitive. You'd think any movement that stretches that tricep is going to put more emphasis on that long head base how it originates. But because we're pronating those palms down, rotating those shoulders, we're going to drive all that force to the lateral head. On top of that, we're going to do a static hold. We're going to make that lateral head work at the peak of the contraction. So if you've ever seen somebody grab the EZ bar cable attachment, flare those elbows out, and they just do press downs, they're trying to hit that outer head. Problem I always have with that, though, is you can use the entire stack. You're fighting gravity. You're just contracting your abs. It just feels like an awful movement, especially when you can set up a floor press the same way and get even more out of it. So grab close grip, flare those elbows out, and go down as low as you comfortably can, and then wrap it out.